What's up, folks? Welcome to Math Walkthroughs with Mr. Weeb. Today we're looking at the zero property. This is our lesson 1 action task. Let's get right to it. Here it says, take some positive integer counters. Take 3 times as many negative integer counters and then put them together. Okay, let's say I start with 1 positive integer counter. Remember that if you're just using pencil, make sure you have that positive sign inside the circle. Then we take 3 times as many negative integer counters. So 3 times 1 is going to be 3. So I'm going to put 3 negative integer counters. Then what I'm looking for is our 0 pairs. And I can see that right here is a 0 pair. That thing that I circled in black, that is 0. What am I left with? I have 2 negatives. So the total is -2. So that's one thing I can represent. But what if I started instead with 2 positive integer counters, and then I had 3 times as many negative integer counters? 3 times 2 is going to be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All of these are negative integer counters. Again, I want to see where are my 0 pairs. So I've got 2 here, and I've got 2 positives here and 2 negatives here. Those are going to cancel out. So I'm going to circle these because that will be 0. I can ignore those and just pay attention to what I have left. And I have 4 negatives left. So that's -4. What if I had 3? Well, it would look like this. Then I would have 3 times as many negative counters. So that's 3 times 3, which is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I'm going to circle my 0 pairs, which are right here. Those are all 0, right? Because if I have 3 positives and I take 3 away, I'm going to end up at 0 again. What do I have left? I've got 6 negatives. What are some integers that I can't represent? Well, first I know that I can't represent any positive integers because I'm always going to have more negative integers than I have positive integers, no matter what. If I have 2, now I've got 3 times as many negatives. Here I've got 3, and I've got 3 times as many negatives. So I can never make a positive integer. But I also know this. I can't represent any odd integers, right? If I had 1 positive integer and had 3 times as many negatives, I make -2. But in the next case, now I make -4. So you'll notice missing from here is -3. I can't make that odd integer. And then there's another one missing between -4 and -6. I'm missing -5. I can't make any odd integers. All right, let's go ahead and move to the next question, which says repeat question 1, but use 4 times as many negative counters as positive counters. Okay, it's very, very similar. This time, if I start with 1 positive counter, I'm going to use 4 times as many negatives. So 4 times 1 is going to be 4 negatives. Okay, looking for my 0 pairs, here's a 0 pair. Then I just look at what I have left, which is 3 negatives, which is -3. All right, if I've got 2 positives, I'm going to have 4 times as many, which is 2 times 4, which is 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I'm looking at my 0 pairs, which are right here. Those will cancel each other out, right? 2, take away 2, I'm at 0. Now I just pay attention to what I have left, which is 6 negatives, or -6. If I have 3 positives, then I'm going to have 4 times as many negatives. So 3 times 4 is 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to circle my 0 pairs. If I have 3 positives and 3 negatives, that's going to give me 0. And now I'm going to pay attention to what I have left, which is -9. And for part B, again, this was part A, and here's part B. I might say something like this. I can't make positive integers or any integers other than multiples of 3. Let's have a look at number 3. We're going to do it again, this time using 5 times as many negative integers as positive. So here is part A, where we'll start with one positive counter, and we'll have 5 times as many negatives. 5 times 1 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to look for our our 0 pairs, and we have 4 negatives left over. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is just 0. Okay, if I had 2 positive integers, I would have 5 times as many. So 5 times 2 is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I circle my 0 pairs, right like that. And now, what do I have left over after that 0? I've got negative 8. Negative 8. And if I have 3 positives, then I'm going to have 5 times as many, which is 15. 3 times 5 is 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, circling my 0 pairs here. That's all 0. And how many do I have left out of those 15? Well, I've got negative 12, or 12 negatives. Okay, and for part B, I might say something like this. I can only make negative multiples of 4. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.